Hello and welcome back. So, today I'm going to talk about a couple of different things. I'm going to discuss the Norse tree of life briefly, the Norns, going to touch on the Norns, and then some attributions of the number 9 in Norse mythology and some other cultures. So, Yggdrasil is an immense ash tree that connects the 9 realms of the cosmos, such as Asgard, the home of the gods, and Midgard, the world of humans. Yggdrasil is also the source of wisdom and power, as the god Odin sacrificed himself by hanging from one of its branches to gain the secrets of the runes. Some of the creatures that live on or near Yggdrasil, and there are quite a few, but there's the Norns, who shape the fate of all beings, the dragon Nidhogg, who gnaws at its roots, and the eagle Hreilsvelgr, who creates the wind with his wings. I have a poem for you about Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil, the world tree, stands tall and proud in the center of all, its branches reaching out to the 9 realms, its roots dig deep into the well of fate. Yggdrasil, the source of wisdom, witnessed the sacrifice of Odin the Allfather, who hung himself from one of its limbs to gain the secrets of the runes. Yggdrasil, the home of life, shelters many creatures great and small, from the Norns who weave the threads of destiny to the dragon who gnaws at its foundation. Yggdrasil, the symbol of power, endures the trials of fire and ice, the Ragnarok that will shake its core, and the rebirth that will follow. Yggdrasil, the world tree, the axis of the cosmos and the spirit of the north. A wonder of creation and a mystery of the gods, a legend of the past and a hope for the future. So now we move on to the Norns. There are 3 main Norns whose names are Urd, Verdandi, and Skuld. They are often associated with the past, present, and future, respectively, but their names also imply the concepts of becoming, necessity, and obligation. The Norns were not worshipped by the Norse people, as they were seen as blind and implacable forces of fate. The only choice left to humans and gods was to face their fate with courage and dignity. Some would say they weave all of creation, time, and events, so that everything we experience was woven and directed by them. Others say they weave a tapestry which we live inside of, and our daily choices being our own. The 9 realms in Norse mythology are Asgard, the home of the Aesir gods, such as Odin, Thor, and Freya. It is located in the upper branches of Yggdrasil, the world tree, and connected to Midgard by the Rainbow Bridge, Bifrost. Asgard is a realm of beauty, wisdom, and war, where the gods prepare for the final battle of Ragnarok. Vanaheim, the home of the Vanir gods, such as Njord, Freyr, and Freya. It is located near Asgard, and the 2 tribes of gods often interact and exchange hostages. The Vanir are associated with fertility, prosperity, and nature, and are skilled in magic and prophecy. Niflheim, the home of the light elves, also known as Ljósálfar. It is located in the upper level of the world near Asgard and Vanaheim. The light elves are beautiful, radiant, benevolent beings who have been worshipped by some humans. Freyr, the god of fertility, is their ruler. Midgard, the home of the humans, also known as Mannheim. It is located in the middle level of the world, surrounded by a vast ocean where the serpent Jormungandr lives. Midgard was created by Odin and his brothers from the body of the giant Ymir, and is protected by a wall made of Ymir's eyebrows. Midgard is the most familiar and realistic of the 9 realms, where the humans live and die according to their fate. Jotunheim, the home of the giants, also known as Jotunar. It is located in the lower level of the world to the east of Midgard. The giants are the enemies of the gods and often clash with them over resources, women, and honor. They are also the source of chaos, destruction, and natural disasters. However, some giants are friendly or related to the gods, and some even become their spouses or lovers. Nidvellir, the home of the dwarves, also known as Dvergar. It is located in the lower level of the world beneath the mountains of Midgard. The dwarves are skilled craftsmen and smiths who make many magical items and weapons used by the gods and heroes. They are also greedy, cunning, and secretive, and often demand a high price for their services. Svartalheim, the home of the dark elves, also known as Svartalfar or Dokulfar, is located in the lower level of the world, in the dark and underground regions. The dark elves are often confused with dwarves, and some sources suggest they are the same. The dark elves are malicious, ugly, and evil beings who may practice black magic and harm humans. Niflheim, the home of the dead, also known as Hel or Helheim. It is located in the lowest level of the world, far to the north. It is cold, dark, and a gloomy place where the souls of those who died of old age, sickness, or dishonor go. The ruler of this realm is Hel, the daughter of Loki, who is half alive and half dead. She is a harsh and indifferent judge who rarely lets anyone leave her domain. Muspelheim, the home of the fire giants, also known as the Muspels. It is located in the lowest level of the world, far to the south. It is a bright, hot, and fiery place where everything burns and melts. The leader of this realm is Surtur, the Black One, who wields a flaming sword. He and his followers will emerge at Ragnarok to destroy the world with fire. These are the 9 realms of Norse mythology as described by various sources. However, there are some variation and inconsistencies among the different accounts, and some realms may overlap or be identical. The 9 realms are not fixed or static, but rather dynamic and changing, depending on the perspective and context. According to the Poetic Edda, these are the 9 maidens. Hildir. Her name means battle, and she is a fierce warrior and a leader of the Valkyries. She also appears as a queen in the legend of Hedin and Hogni, where she constantly revives the dead warriors to prolong the fight. Gunnar. Her name means war, and she is one of the 3 Valkyries who appear in the Valkyrie song. She rides a wolf and carries a raven banner. She also appears in the Nibelunglid and Kriemhild as Kriemhild's sister. Skuld. Her name means debt or future, and she is one of the 3 Norns who shape the fate of all beings. She is also a Valkyrie who brings death and destruction to the enemies of the gods. She is sometimes depicted as a dark and sinister figure. Hluk. Her name means noise or battle, and she is a Valkyrie who accompanies Odin to the battlefield. She is also mentioned in the list of Valkyries in the Prose Edda. Her name may be related to Loki, the trickster god. Hjörfjötur. Her name means Hostfetter or War Fetter, and she is a Valkyrie who has the power to bind or unbind the warriors in battle. She is also mentioned in the list of Valkyries in the Prose Edda. Her name may suggest a connection to the god Tyr, who lost his hand to the wolf Fenrir. Gyrivr. Her name means spear drifter or spear shaker, and she is a Valkyrie who wields a spear in combat. She is also mentioned in the list of Valkyries in the Prose Edda. Her name may indicate a link to the god Odin, who is often called the spear god. Geirdriful. Her name means spear flinger or spear thrower, She is a Valkyrie who hurls spears at the enemies of the gods. She is also mentioned in the list of Valkyries in the Prose Edda. She may be a variant of Gyrvafr or a separate deity. Rengrid. Her name means shield destroyer or shield truce. She is a Valkyrie who breaks the shields of the foes or makes peace with them. She is also mentioned in the list of Valkyries in the Prose Edda. She may be associated with the god Thor, who is the protector of Midgard and the enemy of the giants. Rota. Her name means sleet or storm, and she is a Valkyrie who brings harsh weather to the battlefield. She is also one of the 3 Valkyries who appear in the Valkyrie song. She may be related to the god Njord, who is the lord of the sea and the wind. These are the 9 goddesses or Valkyries who serve Odin and choose the slain for Valhalla, according to one interpretation of Norse mythology. However, there are many other goddesses in the Norse pantheon, and some of them may also be considered part of the 9. For example, some sources may include Freya, the goddess of love and war, who also has the right to half of the fallen warriors, or Skadi, the goddess of winter and hunting, who is the wife of Njord and the enemy of Loki. The number 9 in the Norse cosmos is a sacred and powerful number that appears in many aspects of Norse mythology. It may symbolize completeness, perfection, or divine power in the Norse worldview. The number 9 may draw its importance from the lunar calendar, which has a cycle of 27 days, a multiple of 9. This number reflects the cycles of nature and the cosmos, as well as the magic and mystery of the Norse worldview. The number 9 is found in many places in Norse mythology, as it is considered a sacred and powerful number. Here are some examples. Odin hung himself from the world tree Hnefatafl for 9 days and nights to gain the knowledge of the runes. There are 9 worlds in the Norse cosmology, each with its own inhabitants and characteristics. There are 9 daughters of Aegir and Ran, the sea god and goddess, who are the waves of the ocean. There are 9 Valkyries, the maidens who serve Odin and choose the slain warriors for Valhalla. Thor took 9 steps and fell dead after killing the Midgard serpent Jormungandr at Ragnarok. The gold ring Draupnir, made by the dwarves for Odin, produced 8 new rings of equal quality every 9th night. The marriage of Skadi and Njord, the goddess of winter and the god of the sea, failed after they spent 9 days in the mountains and 9 days by sea. Not a good honeymoon, apparently. The number 9 is a sacred and powerful number in many cultures and traditions, especially in numerology and Norse mythology. It represents completion, perfection, divine wisdom, humanitarianism, the cycles of nature and life. It also embodies the energies and qualities of the other numbers from 1 to 8. Some of the other places where the number 9 appears are: the fruits of the Holy Spirit in Christianity are 9: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. The Enneagram is a system of personality types that has 9 points. In Islam, there are 9 holy days in the Islamic calendar, such as Ashura, the Day of Atonement, and Eid al-Adha, the Feast of Sacrifice. There are also 9 openings in the human body, according to some traditions. In Judaism, there are 9 branches in the menorah, the candelabrum, used in the Temple of Jerusalem and during Hanukkah. There are also 9 days of mourning between the 1st and 9th of Av, the month when both temples were destroyed. In Sikhism, there are 9 gurus who preceded Guru Gobind Singh, the 10th and last human guru. There are also 9 treasures or blessings that are bestowed by God according to Guru Granth Sahib, the holy scripture of Sikhism. In Zoroastrianism, there are 9 nights of celebration during the festival of Navraz, the New Year. There are also 9 prayers that are recited during the yasna, the main ritual of Zoroastrianism. Taoism. There are 9 levels of heaven, each with its own ruler and inhabitants. There are also 9 places or regions in the human body, according to some Taoist practices. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for viewing. It really means a lot to me. Sub if you like, and if you feel so moved. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these concepts down in the comments. And remember, to like is human, to sub is divine. The sources for this video will be in the description. Thank you.